Hey friends, we are back and we are going to play around with the items from my IPSY Extra for the month of July. This is the PR version. I've already made my selections. Check out that video. It is going to be up here somewhere as well as in the description box so that you can see what the behind the scenes looks like in case you haven't had IPSY for a while or you're new to IPSY. Get a visual as to what the options were, what I decided to go with, and then add-ons. So make sure you check out that video. Anyway, here is the bag, the PR bag that I got. We did the unboxing. If you haven't seen it, make sure to check it out. That's also linked for you guys in the description box. I'm gonna start off at the beginning with the Pure Lace AHA PHA. There's also a BHA version, but this is the PHA. Smooth over cleansed dry skin. I already did, like it's already dry and clean. Let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Remove with a damp washcloth or lukewarm water. Follow with your favorite Pure Lace moisturizer. I'm not going to use a Pure Lace moisturizer because I ended up getting a moisturizer or like a face cream that I want to apply in this bag. So we're just going to kind of go with what we have from the bag. She's going to look like so. I am wondering whether or not this is going to pick up on the skin the way it did on my hand, where there was like an iridescence to it. I'm going to go ahead and apply it everywhere. Now, this is a gentle exfoliator. And that means you want to avoid the under eye. No. You want to avoid the under eye area at all costs. And I ended up getting a little bit really close to my tear duct, which is not cute. This is the kind of product you do not want to apply on sensitive areas. So like your lid, the crowfeet area, and under your eye. That is a huge no. How pretty is that, right? Oh, no, I'm kidding. But we're going to allow this to sit where you see it has a sheen, it has a shine, and in person, it has an iridescence. So when the light hits it, it shifts into like, I don't know, like a unicorn type of purple situation. It's really pretty. So now we're going to go ahead and wait 10 minutes. Right now it is, I'm not going to do 15, girl. I'm not going to do 15. I feel like leaving this on for 10 minutes is going to be fine. Right now it's what time? 10:50. So I'll be right back. I went and I grabbed a clean rag, wet it. That way we're ready to like remove while we're here. Do I not look like the Tin Man? I can tell I have something on this skin. Does not feel crazy tight, and it's not like tacky either, which is kill. So then all you have to do is go in with a rag and or soap. Afterwards, I am going to take a quick break, rinse my skin off with soap and water. It doesn't hurt to use a rag to kind of help whatever skin is like sitting at top that is dry. So I will go in, and this one's already stained and stuff, like, you know, bleach. And if it looks like I'm being rough, then I am not being rough. Not that it matters, because those who don't want to believe are not going to believe, and it is what it is. Okay, so here we have it. Am I going to notice a difference overnight? Not really. Let's go in with a little bit of a moisturizer. This is a hydration cream, but it's a moisturizer. I feel like the retail value of the box was actually pretty nice. Remember when the boxes used to be what OG BoxyCharm used to be like $225 retail value. Now it's like $150, $155, $160. Still good value considering what you pay for the box. But I can't help but remember like the olden days. We're gonna allow the skin to absorb this because we just put like a treatment that will dry the skin and exfoliate it. So we're gonna allow that to happen. What else do we have? I think I'm gonna go behind the scenes and I'm gonna work on my eyebrows. Once the brows are done, I can apply a base, some concealer, do all the things, because I wanna try this. I'll be back. Brows are done. I just wanted to give you a quick update before applying a foundation, base, concealer, all that good stuff. My skin absorbed, and this feels like I have nothing on. I feel hydrated. I don't look super greasy. I look hydrated, and I feel moisturized, which is really nice. So I feel like this is gonna wear really well underneath my makeup. Like it's not gonna obstruct the makeup, break it apart, or anything like that. If you are super oily, I'd be very careful applying this under the makeup and skipping a primer. I'm gonna skip a primer because I have normal combo skin, but if you have oily skin, it is really hydrating. Does not feel oily, but I wouldn't chance it if I was you. I have not applied any powder. I wanna go in with the Drunk Elephant. I'm gonna use a brush instead of a sponge, we are going to use not a BK Beauty. This is an Alter Ego. And then I think I'm just going to apply some up here. Hello. Here we go. Let's kind of tap. It gives you a bronzy, I like that. It gives you a bronzy hue with a little bit of it's like a low light instead of like a crazy highlight. We're gonna do the one side, but it already gave me that little bronzy effect. Listen, okay, I have thoughts. I was gonna tell you guys something, but I think I'm gonna wait till the end. Do you guys remember that Dollar Tree haul where I told you guys that they had drops? Now I wanna go get the Dollar Tree drops that are supposed to be dupes for this. They have the bronzing version, because what if it's just as good? That looks so freaking good. So good. All right. I'm gonna apply a little bit, just a little bit here, like una línea, just pow, something like that. I'm gonna go down here. Now, typically I would not apply it down here because of the fact that it has highlight and a little bit of a glow, but it's an okay glow. I look good. I tried their highlight, I tried their blush. This is my first time trying the bronzer. I'm excited because now I have all three. And they're so travel friendly. I think I'm taking these on vacation with me. That said, I've tried the MCO Beauty ones and that was actually nice as well. All right, so we have the little bronzy drops, right? And then nothing. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go in and set the under eye and all that, pero girl, I look bronzy and glowy. I feel like this is like your typical little powder. Oh my gosh. Your typical bronzer. Even though it has shimmer, I'm not concerned. It's not like glittery, and I'm going to be able to tone that down with a little bit of powder. I need to set the under eye porque the concealer is really good, but I started creasing just a smidge. So wherever I applied concealer, I am going to set. I'm also curious to see what the skin's gonna look like with all this product on top of that moisturizer or that hydrating cream. Whatever's left, apply it in certain areas to tone down the glow, because I want to keep the glow like in this area. I'm living for that look. But see, like the forehead area, nena, it's a little too much for my liking. So entonces I'm just gonna kind of grab a little bit of powder and can apply over top to not only set that concealer, but to lightly mattify the glow while I'm still keeping that bronzy effect. Girl, I look like me senté in the beach. I sat down at the beach to read a book and fell asleep because I don't really read like that anymore. And then I got a suntan, but it looks really healthy. Like the glow is not bad and it's not super shimmery. I ended up getting this. And girl, let's just say that's gonna be in my upcoming hits and misses. You guys are gonna wanna see that. Okay, so right now, this looks so freaking good. We're gonna work on the eyeball. And I'm gonna use, as always, my Ofra Level Up Primer. This one's almost finished. This is like my 5th one. Then we're gonna go in and use this palette. I'm gonna start off at the beginning. I'm gonna dip an eyeshadow brush onto this vanilla shade. It's called Mariposa. I'm gonna tap out. And I'll tap that. Ay, Dios mío, this is like a very rich vanilla. And I'm not gliding, I'm tapping. Now I think I want to dip into Calorcito. That I'm going to apply over top of the vanilla. I used the vanilla to set that primer. You technically don't need to, but I tend to set the primer every once in a while. So I'm going to take Calorcito. It's like a deeper mustard type of shade. I'm going to apply that over top of that lighter shade. So pigmented that you cannot see that vanilla shade underneath it. I'm going to grab a small fluffy brush. I'm going to go into Hibiscus Heat, which is our deepest shade. I'm going to begin applying that out here and then bringing it up, but I'm going to keep it on the crease. See, so a very small brush like this is going to allow for the product to stay exactly where you want it to be. I'm going to just focus that out here and then bring her in. And I'm trying to incorporate shades that everyone wanted to see. Everyone wanted to see what the vanilla looks like. Then people wanted to see what Calorcito would technically look like. The shimmers, and it's like, I'm just going to try to create something, but give you guys a visual as to how the palette works, the blendability, the pigmentation, and maybe, just maybe, I don't know, some sort of inspiration for a look. And then I'm gonna tap product up here. I'm gonna keep it there. I'm gonna grab another little brush, but this one has to be little because I'm not trying to blow this out and make it super crazy. So with a tinier brush, holding it from the outer edge, I'm going to go on the edge of that burgundy shade. What's the name? It's called Hibiscus Heat, to create a little bit of a gradient and blend that out. But I want to keep the majority of that shade on that crease. So I'm only going along the outer edge area. I'm going to take a little bit of that burgundy and drag that under the eye as well, just so that it'll all kind of tie together. The fallout on this eyeshadow so far, like the entire palette, has been super minimal. Like, I really had to look. I have a little bit here. I did not tap though when I went in with the burgundy under the eye, so that's kind of sort of my fault. Let's take care of that real quick. Nothing that the powder puff with some powder can't just dust away. And then to finish off the eyeshadow look, I think I'm gonna go in with Mojito Miami. Seems like the best bet because it seems like it'll pick up well and apply well as well. Plus it's super tiny, so it's gonna get into areas that are like tight. I don't want green on the eye. I just kind of wanted to add a dusting of shimmer. And I'm not gonna bring it all the way to the front. I'm just gonna kind of focus it on the like the center of the eye, like up until here. But I do want to make sure it's gradient. I'm gonna apply a little bit of an eyeliner on the waterline and pack on that mascara. I'll be right back. All right, the eyeballs are done. I really, at first, I was like, I don't know. Once I applied the mascara and the eyeliner, I think it worked. Also, if you're wondering why my cheeks are a little more flushed, I went in with a pink blush and then I used the same brush that I blended out the bronzer with. We're gonna apply the Lovecraft Beauty. I already know how I feel about this. I didn't love her. I did not point out in the unboxing that it has a slanted edge that is very unique, considering that I haven't tried a brand that had that already. They're all usually like either a brush tip or like a fluffy, fuzzy, comfortable tip, or an uncomfortable hard tip, or a marker tip. I'm just gonna apply this so you guys can see it works. It tends to start feeling like it's drying out. I did store it upside down, by the way. It does start feeling like it's drying out as you go. So you kind of want to work fast. It's not an ugly color, and I think it works with today's look. I'm also going to add that I applied it all over the lips when I was doing the unboxing, and this baby felt so freaking dry. Like my lips felt dehydrated, so I had to go in and pop on a quick, what gloss do I want to use? Here we go, we'll use this one. I had to pop on like a quick gloss just to hydrate it because it felt so dry. Out of the entire variation, now that I've applied all of the product on the skin, I do feel like maybe the only flop, and it's not like a full flop, I just didn't like the formula. I think it applies and everything, I just don't love the formula, is going to be the lip stain. But those are my thoughts. It was underwhelming overall as a variation. Like the most exciting thing is this. Just saying. So I got this in PR. They sent me both. I feel like it's giving the same effect, except you saw how much I applied. I was able to blend it with a brush. It dried down and it's not tacky or anything. This here, though, it is a setting spray that adds a bronzy hue, but a lot of people are just using it for the bronzing effect. So if you just want bronzing effect and you don't have this, but you get this as an option, or you were able to get this as an add-on in the future or something like that, just get it because it literally gives you the very same effect. The only difference is you would go in with another setting spray to set it, but I feel like it literally looks the same on my skin and I really like it. But as always, I want to hear you guys' thoughts. I know your selections are already shipping. Are you excited for your variation? Did we get any of the similar items? Did anything that I used today impress you? Let us know in the comments now, you guys. You already know that hitting the like button really helps me out. So make sure you go ahead and do that. If you're new here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the family here on the YouTube. My most recent videos, like I said, will be linked in the description box below. But YouTube is going to go ahead and recommend 2 videos here on screen. They believe you're going to enjoy, so I hope you consider checking it out. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.